Yeah.
What do you say, folks? Hope everybody having a fine Sunday evening. Still trying to get our nest built here.
Just
Yes.
I'm pulling on cords. Whatever it is.
Well, we got it. I think we got it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
Yeah.
Like I say, hope everybody having a fine Sunday. The heat is still on around in these parts. Not much rain, except for north of us and south of us within a mile or two. The typical go around you for these summer pop-up showers, if you will. But looking at the weather, looks like some of you folks up there in the mid-north country, y'all think to get y'all a cool spell.
And I'm jealous.
If the weatherman
It's
is
still
right.
gonna be triple digit heat index down here.
Yeah. They said, well, the South don't hold on to their heat wave and da-da-da. That was like awesome.
Heat dome.
Awesome.
There's a dome of heat over us now.
It has settled in. I know, like most everybody. But Lord, we need some relief. It's time. September's right down the road now.
But we gotta get all the way through September and halfway through October.
Mm-hmm. Was telling one of our customers the other day, said, look, we can tell you when the first cold front will be here.
He said it's nice and cool right now.
Hey, I'm glad y'all getting a break from it, man. Usually we would, at least we paid attention the last 10 years we've been married. October will be 11 this year. But usually about anywhere from a week to 3 days before our anniversary, that's when the cold front gets, or a cool front will come in, and it'll shut the anniversary down every year because it'll drop on into the 40s or something for a night or two, then carry right back on.
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Anne.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Well, we really appreciate that very much.
Yes,
I'm trying so hard to keep up with this chat. But now my OCD's kicking in. I can't miss anybody.
Well, fellas, thank you much.
Thank you so much.
If I can keep up and hit that like button thing.
I'm trying. Like, I'm really trying.
But
I think the phone's got a lag and it's making the chat kind of like roll in all at one time.
But I know many of y'all looking forward to the cool down. Probably not quite as much as they're talking about the 30s for some folks.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that's a rare rarity for the north country up there or not.
We don't spend a lot of time up there.
No.
Don't know what the weather be like.
As far as I've been, north is Illinois. Far west I've been is Utah. And far east as I've been is Kentucky. But all around the south. Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, Louisiana, Texas. Haven't been in any Carolinas. Tennessee. But let me get back up here and holler at y'all right quick.
Man, Country Road said 52 Monday night.
That's what I'm talking about.
No joke. Like,
be all right.
That kind of temperatures at night and like 70s during the day.
Yes.
Low humidities. I would be a happy camper.
Yes.
On the river.
Keep talking it up. Hopefully get on that here for everybody.
Yeah.
Mr. Ray, it's good to see you, Captain. Redfish.
TJ said you're a weirdo. You've never been to Indiana.
Did I go? I went through, I guess. Did I say Indiana?
He said Illinois.
Illinois.
I think he said Illinois.
Yeah. JC, good to see you, man. PJ, good to see you. We finally got everything lined out with Jasper here, brother. So hope you can rest a little bit better on things. Let's see. Yeah, Red Fisherman's Janet, good to see y'all. Mike Tangway, good to see you, Captain. Mr. Russell Amon. Look, I was telling Hannah a minute ago, whenever I put the post out for your honey and Mr. Randy Tar Heel, I went to tag you in it, but I'm so used to just seeing the R, and I seen a picture, and I was like, I don't know. And I tried to hit the profile, but it wouldn't let me hit the profile. So I apologize about not tagging either one of y'all in that. But anybody that's seen the post, I'll show them off in here in just a minute. But got some entries in for the 2026 fourth annual unofficial official honey tasting, the U.O.H.T, as we call it.
Got some serious smack talking happening too.
Yeah. Don't let me forget about that particular
No,
one.
I'm not forgetting about that.
Miss Russell, Amon, Miss Brandon, good to see y'all. Brian and Jen, good to see y'all. Keith Spillman, Miss Michelle up there in that fine country. Clay, good to see you, Captain. Mr. Dennis Sherrill, good to see you. Feathers Flowers, it's me again, Joey. Let's see. I'm missing, there you go. Hallelujah Big Farm, Pastor Larry, Miss Jan, and
Our favorite Miss Leona.
yes, ma'am.
Who else too?
Collector Rick's in here. Country Roads.
All Jasper's friends are here, and he done curled up somewhere, probably on our bed.
I don't know, but he was sitting here just a minute ago, waiting on everybody. Eric, good to see you, man. Grayson, good to see you, bud.
Feathers, how's your husband doing? Red Fish telling Eric to email us.
Just don't do like JW if you go email it. Make sure it gets here when you do the email side of. Was not JW did get it in last year, didn't it? Was it last year?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was last year.
We seen him a crown. I remember he won something.
That's right. Who else got it here? Philip, good to see you, man.
I feel you pain, DC.
And Mr. Billy, good to see you. If I missed every of y'all, I apologize.
Yes, it does, DC. Yes, it does. Paper plates is all I can tell you.
Oh, you
What
gonna
are
get you one?
dishes? PJ's got a really awesome wife if he don't know what dishes are.
DC? Oh, it said get Hannah a dishwasher. I thought he was telling us he's getting a dishwasher.
No, he's saying he feels my pain because he's having to wash dishes every day now. It sucks. So you need to get me a dishwasher.
Well, we got to wait for the new ones to come out.
I figured you had an awesome one. PJ's wife don't make him do dishes.
Mm-hmm. Every once in a blue moon, I'll do them. But it's every once in a blue moon. I will admit that. But she can ask me to do anything else around this house. And I'll get after it.
I tried.
Hey, go, Jasper. We're on live and you're going to do that.
I just took a really deep breath. That was nasty.
You can taste that.
Yeah, you can.
Well, we'll be editing this part out. Uh,
Oh my God.
It's just rude.
That was rude. I don't even remember what I was saying. I don't remember what was we talking about.
Blue moons and dishwashing.
No, I was saying I try not to ask him to do a whole lot because like when I mess up and fall and hurt myself or I'm in a flare up, he's really, really awesome about helping me around the house. So yeah, no joke, Eric. That would have took everybody out. Like my gosh.
Oh yeah, everybody been like, man, that was rude, Jasper. Very rude.
That was disgusting. Like he's competing with Noah from yesterday.
Oh, that was pretty fun. We have to say that.
The complaint department has spoken.
Yes, he has, brother. Yes, he did.
Oh, loud and clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his ruling. Hope on me.
Oh, there you go, Miss Brandy. Y'all get some cooler days. Be able to, once they'll be doing your mic treatments, be able to have that cooler edge a little earlier in the season. So there's one benefit out of it, folks.
There's a lot of benefits out of first cool snap after summer. A whole lot.
I don't know, seeing a lot of persimmon leaves turn color. There's a couple of hickory. Yeah. So maybe, once they can finally break through that heat dome, they're calling it, we can get us a good cool snap. But we'll see. But what do you want to? Did you send it in on your text? No, it was on. Look on. Can you look on your phone? Her messages. She had in-laws, sister-in-law, somebody. Jack and Danae ain't in here yet, are they?
Let's spend my coffee.
Yeah, we're gonna do the prayer list here in just a second. If there's anybody we need to add to, you got prayer reports, let us know. We apologize about missing the one yesterday there. But we went and spent the day at the river and the phones were off. Kids were hooping and hollering, having a good time, but we'll kind of get into some of that mayhem when we derail. We had some good laughs out of them youngers yesterday on that river. And for two of them, it was the first time they ever been to the river. And thankfully, I heard the words I wanted to hear coming out of them youngest mouth. They looked at their mama and Handy Boo and said, look, what'd they say? I'll let you say it.
So can we just make our beach days river days next summer instead of driving all the way to the beach? I'm like, yeah, Uncle Tim would come with us a whole lot more if we make river days instead of beach days.
Yep, we can do that. But floor's yours, ma'am.
All right, got Mr. Mark and Miss Crystal, Mr. Pat, Miss Deb. I haven't seen her in a couple of weeks.
She was here Sunday, I think.
Was she?
Yeah, because that's whenever we got in trouble for taking the night off.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Mike Tangway and his family, DC and his mama, Philip's mama, his friends BJ and his wife, our favorite Miss Leona, Steve Amos's father-in-law, TJ Hanley, Sarah and her family, Mr. Randy's mother-in-law, Mr. Wood, Kenneth Wilkinson, Rodney and his family, Dan Garrison's daughter, Keith Larimore's cousin, Miss Brenda Amon, Lee's mama, Miss Brenda Johnson, little Emma Hoskins, Greg Gunn, Phil Kent's mama, Tim's brother Jamie, Mr. Dan and his church, Shawee, Jen's dad, Gary Stewart, Castle House Brian and his family, Lane's great nephew, Haley Baker, Lee's cousin Stephanie, all our nation's service members, Shauna and her family, James Knoll, Keith Larimore's mama, James Pell, Justin Jenkins, Bucks B's wife, Allie Baker, Marty from Yes Honey, baby Lucas' parents Zach and Kiera and their new little one, Lee's wife Miss Renee, DC's friend Bree and her daughter Ivy, Jason his family, Tom Mack and his family, Bobby's Bees, Mike Hall's wife, Feathers and Flowers' husband, Hannah and David Davidson, Bracken Barker's little girl, Jay and his family, PJ Hanley's dad, Mr. J.W., Keith Larimore, Jeremy, Texas Jeremy Granado's wife, Miss Angela, Eric's mama, and then the text I missed from Danae, which she said her daughter-in-law's sister is in the end stages of lung cancer, and she contracted pneumonia.
Oh, yeah.
And she's not doing real good. Danae said she was only 38 years old.
Young woman.
Danae, if y'all are listening, I'm so sorry I didn't see your text.
Yeah, because we didn't turn our phones on until just about when Joey went live last night. When we got home, Dennis Cheryl said my mother has had a stroke and she's going through therapy and will need prayers. So
Absolutely.
add her to it, if you will. And on the prayer list on our end, we had mentioned the Williams family. We know about the lady being sick, and the Lord called her home Monday morning about 11:30. So they'll be having her services and all that tomorrow night. But y'all keep that Williams family in your prayers as well. It's good pillars of the community and just fine folks, but they believers, they mourning, but at the same time they got peace.
Yeah, they're definitely strong in their faith family. Very tight knit family.
You said DC. I'll just read it instead of trying to find it on that little bitty screen right here.
I'm trying to keep those.
Yeah. Where is it? DC saying, Hannah, I need people to change the prayer for my mom. It's time. She needs to feel the close presence of the Lord Jesus. It is time for her to rest with him in heaven. She is so tired now.
Well, we'll surely be remembering her best thing.
Yes.
Clay saying Cajun lost a bunch of hives from Applebar or Applebar.
Oh, that's Brad? Okay. Well, I hate to hear that about that. Or anybody losing your bees, but hate to hear
Country
that.
Road said Cayman did too.
Uh-oh. Bad batch going around somewhere. Hey, Mr. Russell Cooper, Miss Sharon, good to see y'all.
Why don't you just rub it in, DC? He said Costco's kind of cool. He's had ribeyes for dinner 5 nights out of this last week.
There you go. Heck yeah. Hey, find somebody or make your own, whichever.
Pepper jelly.
Put some pepper jelly on that
I know
steak.
that's where he's going with that.
Some people say, Tim, man, you done gone crazy talking that talk, but
Don't know what you're missing. Don't knock it till you try it.
that's it. You talk about a good meal, especially I like a little bit of steak seasoning. I don't like a steak sauce, but I got me some Cajun. Yeah, I like that rub you put on it. And I'll put that rub on it as soon as I pull it off the oven. Usually cook it in a black iron skillet over there, but when that steak's still hot, get you a heavy dollop of pepper jelly. Get after it. Well, as a matter of fact, I traded some work the other day for
He sure did.
a jar of pepper
He
jelly.
fixed our Deacon's water heater for a jar of pepper jelly.
Sure did. Man started pulling his wallet out, reaching in there, counting money. I said, "Oh, whoa, brother. Look here. I got something that's better if y'all got it on hand." And I knew they had it on hand. Just them being them. And I looked at his wife and I said, "Miss Vera, if you got some pepper jelly stashed away back there," I said, "we can call it square."
Yeah.
They looked at me and they was like, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm serious. I'm out and I'm Jones." So we can make a trade right now. She went back there and hooked me up with a jar of pepper jelly and what she
That
called it?
man will barter all day long when you go talking about pepper jelly, Mr. Dan. Hope y'all have a good dinner tonight, DC. He said he was going out with a friend,
Who's that?
DC.
I hear you, bro.
It's good to get out of the house and go out to eat once in a while.
Yeah, y'all enjoy yourselves, man.
Our little date night spots done got so expensive. We ain't really been out to eat
No,
in a minute.
no, we usually enjoy going to a little old catfish house over in Mississippi, which ain't about 20 minutes from here. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's getting a little pricey over there now.
In the last, 10 years, 11 years, they've gone from like $20 for both of us to eat to about $65 for both of us to eat now. Cause yeah, we can't do this once or twice a month anymore.
Nope, I cut that out. Save that for the special occasion. We got an anniversary coming up. We'll get back there. How about that? Yeah, she made a deal with me. We can still go eat.
Um,
Okay.
you should so try it, Mr. Randy. Like he said, while it's hot, I mean, do it just like you'd smear jelly on a steak biscuit or something. Just throw the pepper jelly on and smear it around and let it melt into that steak while it's hot. It's good. I usually put my extra spoonful on my plate to eat with it, but it's just good.
That's another little tip. Load up your steak like you want with your spices, put your light coating of pepper jelly on it. Then have you a little bit sitting on the side there, so whenever you slice that chunk of steak up, you can reach over there and pick your little piece of pepper jelly up. You won't go back. But y'all, this week we've gotten some honey in for the old fourth annual here.
That's good too.
Yep, which I did have to wait a couple days before I took pictures because we were supposed to get rain, but it was just cloudy and dark for about 2 days. But
we got a little bit of
a little bit.
not near what we need.
let's see, I'm gonna do this in order. Mr. Russell, Eamon and Miss Brenda's got here early this past week. Then
It's a pretty color too.
I'm gonna try to cover up y'all's y'all's phone numbers and addresses on these things, but let's see, where to zoom in. Mr. Russell Eamon there. Got some pretty southern honey here.
It's really light. I think it looks darker on the camera than it is on the bottle.
No, you could just not quite see through it, but you can see enough through it, kind of thing. But Mr. Russell, undoubtedly, I've done something I wasn't supposed to do with this label. And so I wouldn't lose track of your honey jar. I pulled the label off and stuck it on here a few minutes ago. And Hannah looked at me and she's like, "Did you just stick that label on there?" And it's like, "Well, yeah, honey label, Mr. Russell." And I'd forgotten she's taken the ones of y'all that sends like extra little stickers, like Brian and Jen, they'll send magnets, and several of y'all just send a extra label or something like that. But on all her little coffee containers back here, she's putting everybody's labels on for coffee containers. So, Mr. Russell, let me know what it'll be to mail me a label.
You took my sticker, Mr. Russell.
Yes. Tell me what I owe you to get another sticker, because
I didn't communicate that to you.
tell me the
Out
words.
loud. But he's never done that before. I was thinking he probably done forgot all about that thing sitting there.
Then next in line, we got
He too. Redfish said that looks like a nice second place.
yeah. We're going to get into the main smack talker here in just a few minutes. And I hope, I can't say too much, but I hope he's still in here. But Mr. Randy, the Tar Heel beekeeper, said, "You know what? Matt and Alicia done it last year. Philip does it every year. Keith Spillman sent 2. I'm sending 3, kind of thing." So the first one here, let me do the light
I
colors
would
first.
be hard pressed to pick a favorite, Mr. Randy, honestly.
Let's see. Like I said, I'll try to cover y'all's addresses.
But
Oh, focus, right?
money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you a honey competition.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark, Mr. Randy, if I'm wrong, but I'm going from the light colors to the dark colors. I'm assuming this is a spring, but he's got sourwood on the back of it. That one there, that's something pretty light, pretty close to. Well, look, Mr. Russell, just a little bit darker, it looks like, but
He said I'm gonna send 102 ounce honey.
yeah. If she was judging, Spillman win it there. Done that. This ain't a bribe.
No.
Then the middle one here, it didn't have a sticker on the back, but it got the same labels on there. Let's see if I turn this out now.
If I had to pick, that one would probably be my favorite out of Mr. Randy's. Eric said, "I don't need to send money. After y'all try mine, you'll be sending me money."
But this one, the middle one from Mr. Randy Tar Heel, had a note attached to it. He said, "My first time harvesting this variety, not sure floral source, but by asking around, I have been told black locust. So that's what I've been rolling with." And one more here, still kicking the same labels on everything. But that is, he's got wildflower on the back of that, but definitely a darker blend on that. He gonna
I'm fixing to take it out.
well Button was out there. Put him in our room.
I think he needs to go
Um,
out, is what you say.
Switch him around. Jasper's running inside of here. Good. Great. Okay, where am I now? The former champ, the first champ of the unofficial honey tasting. Yeah, this is our 4th year. Mr. Dan Weaver sent in 2 of his, and I'm gonna go with spring first. I get this once again. Y'all forgive me my finger, but I'm just trying to respect everybody's phone numbers and addresses. Yeah. But pretty dark stuff on the spring batch here. Then he's got a summer bunch, same label on it. That is much darker there, but that's a summer blend. Mr. Dane, you got any kind of idea what this may be? Definitely got a, I don't know how to explain it, I guess. I like the sweeter honeys. And Hannah, she's more along the, I guess, like them tulip poplar and darker tasting honeys and all that. And those have got more, I'll say, a bolder flavor to them on it. But I couldn't tell you what comes out of the North Country to save my life. But we got some contenders in the bunch. Then I don't know if y'all can see behind me there. Got Spillman's sent in the week before last, and Sarah. So it's moseying on in, and we've had some of y'all message us, email, and all that. So there's a few more fitting to be on the way. And I'm gonna wait for her to get back before I talk about who was showing up talking some smack about getting in the contest this year. It'll be his first year getting in, but he's coming in and talking some talk. And I think some gonna have to watch out. Yeah, it is. Key on the darker honeys. I'm gonna say between Mr. Dan, what Randy sent there, y'all stuff is always pretty dark, and Sarah's has got a pretty dark tint to it there. But okay, Mr. Dan says wildflower and honeysuckle on the spring, clover on the summer. All right. Redfish, we'll be keeping an eye out for it. And surprisingly, whenever y'all text us or however y'all get a hold to us and say, hey, it's on its way, they usually been here about a day before what they say they're going to be here. So far, the Postal Service has been on point and ahead of time. So, Laura willing, they'll continue to keep up the pace on that end. Mr. Dan, we did. The Hannah got the one with the flags on it with Gettysburg, and the Cannon one, the doggone one of them little ears on that thing broke, and I'm gonna take some JB Weld. It won't be able to spin, but I'm gonna roll out a little bitty thin piece of JB Weld, and there was just enough left on one of those little arms that sat on to where I think I can mold some JB weld around it, get it to bind it, and then stick that piece on there, let it dry, and I'll take a little file and file it down, make it nice and pretty where I can keep it on the keychain. But yes, sir, we got the non-bribes. Thank you very, very much on that, especially coming up from old Gettysburg up there. Philip says he's still going to pick his up at the Walmarts. Be sure it says the ones on the back that says from Argentina. Argentina, and there's about two other places it mentions on the ones I see from the old Walmarts. But the main thing is when you walk through the doors, point at the old camera up there, let them know you're there. Mr. Reeves said, "Bye, Big Bob." Okay.
What?
You're back in the house, and I just seen the main talker talk walk through the door in here. But I'll wait till he sat down because I got to pull up what this fella said on the post right fast. Y'all bear with me. Let me get to my post here. All right, I sent this one out 6 hours ago, talking about the first ever champ of the U has entered the race with his 2026 spring and summer hunting. Mr. Dan Weaver has pulled up a chair and says, "I call." So, y'all missed the post there. Wait a minute.
It'd probably be easier for them to just look at.
We turn the light down. That's what I usually got. Oh, we got show house. There we go. Bam. Y'all see it better. Like she's saying. Go check out the post on that end. But she was right. Whatever.
Joe would be so proud of you.
I'm working on it, Joe. I just went through.
You're slacking on telling people hey while you're hogging every keyboard.
Well, I was trying to
Anybody
find
can chat on it.
this one. Somebody replied to the one just a while ago that I put out 6 hours ago. This young buck is stepping up with everybody this year.
Mm-hmm.
See if y'all can guess who it is. We all know who's winning this year. ... I'll be bottling mine and sending the winning honey, he says. I know there's one of you right off the bat because you replied to his comment about the winning honey's already here. But, Grayson coming in strong.
Hey, he pulled 9 gallons of honey today.
Who did?
Grayson.
Well, hey. Oh, you all right, bud? You still got time? We don't, I think
The end of September.
Yep.
I don't know if my comment went through to Danae or not. Oh, did you reach the keychain?
Well,
It's right there on top.
Well, I was telling him it done got fouled up, or that one did.
Yeah. Since he got the cannon, though, I got the other one. But I laid that one right there. Put the big ones on my key ring.
Well, if you're gonna mess anybody tape, we always do sample it whenever it comes in. But once again, our faithful diabetic friend is going to be the taste tester. Old Mr. Donnie's going.
The runny honey. The kids want to do the cream honey.
That's right. Yeah, if we have any cream honey this year, youngins do it. But Mr. Donnie said, I'll gladly come by and do the taste testing again and judge. But I think this year, because the last few years we've done this, we only do a count through like 1 through 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and it's 2 or 3 different. It's like taste, texture, something else.
Color or smell?
I think it's smell. Had to go back and look at our rule books. We change it every year. But
Here comes Joey with the smack talk.
But yeah, Mr. Donnie said, y'all count me in. What's Joey got?
Can't put the winning honey in the bottle yet.
Well, Grayson, get it on in here. That way you can step up. Because I commented back on it. And y'all just imagine this. I said, when Grayson wrote that comment talking about pretty much his would be the winning honey this year, as soon as he hit send, I could see him crossing his arms, just lean back in the chair with a smile on his face, like, yeah. Y'all get y'all some of this. James Noel, good to see you, man. But yeah, that's where we at on it.
Danae said the Yankees is gonna win.
Well, we're gonna put up a fight.
Mm.
We lose to y'all every year at the reenactment. So the South has to prevail on the winning honey this year with that talk.
Who was it last year? Matt and James or Brian won the cream honey.
James won last year. Cream honey, I think.
No, Brian's lemon. Brian and Jen's lemon honey.
What?
Here's the kids picked it. Because everybody was tripping. They had lemons and honey. And they picked the lemon honey for the best one.
Well, my bad, yeah. But Matt and Alicia got last year running.
Yes. Mr. JW says he expects to email his entry.
There you go. Who was that a minute ago? Mr. JW or somebody in here a while ago talking about emailing theirs in. Give us some good pointers on it.
Redfish was telling Eric he needed to email his to make sure it got there.
Well, that's what he said.
But he changed his mind after somebody.
Mr. Randy.
Mr. Randy said him some truth, like real sourwood, he said.
Yep. And it was like, because he even scored it high.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of kept it from him for a little bit. Because I think you was typing in the comments last year, this is a sourwood Mr. Donnie doesn't like the apartment. And lo and behold, buddy, he's eating it up and all that talking leading up to it. Oh, I had that sourwood and it tasted terrible and I'll never eat it again. I know what it tastes like. And
he ate it up.
He ate it up.
Licked that cup clean.
Man, you got to quit.
Pardon, Jazz. He went out and went to the bathroom.
Oh no, it's not banned. Send it on to him. And if you have something that you know is sourwood, we won't tell him. But
we don't tell him what they are when he's tasting them.
Well, no, we keep everything from it. He don't know anything tastes like, smells like, nothing like that until we sit down at the table doing the tasting. But we'll keep a little note. If any of y'all, whatever you're seeing and you think is a sourwood blend, just leave us a little note and say, hey, here's another sourwood here for him to try. See where he goes. He's eating something that just not agreeing with none of us right now.
He ate my fried chicken biscuit this morning. Papa.
Well, Larimore, the only problem was that, well, we might get lucky.
Here comes James.
I don't know.
I
But
get lucky on what?
this time of the year is whenever the snowbirds start moseying down this way. In the next month and a half, 2 months, this area, they all start flocking to the beaches as everybody's going home on their vacations. The old snowbirds start moseying on in and they'll lock it down till it's time to head back north in the summer.
I said Jasper must have got into Phillips. Honey.
I guess so. Don't bring any more of that Walmart money, Phil.
Philip ain't sent nothing yet.
Well, he said he was going to go to Walmart and pick his honey up a few minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
That's been when I was taking the baby outside. Biggest baby I've ever had. You ain't today saying, hey, calling you cute and stuff.
Yeah, well, put all your cuteness
Yeah.
going on.
You got beekeeping news this evening?
Right. You got my notes?
Hold it up in your pocket. Don't leave it in your pocket when you throw them jeans in the bathtub for me to pick up.
I got some notes on some stuff, which I'm kinda borrowing, but I had a bunch of questions listening to it. Y'all let me know this honestly. That way, I imagine some of y'all did, but who all caught Mr. Bob Benny video this morning that he put out? I just seen it a while ago, but that he put out this morning, bringing back an older video. That way, if somebody did watch it, then they will have some understanding a little bit better of what I'm going to go into, or I had questions on. Some of them was answered. Some of them I still kind of got lingering questions on it. But I watched it through and through just to see, because at first when I seen the title, I was kind of like, I don't know. But then I opened it on up, started watching it, and pretty quick it grabbed my attention because of where they got into things with it, I reckon. But like Redfish said, he saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Just one.
Yeah.
I'm telling Mr. Bob Benny.
PJ's having a fit.
What are we doing?
You actually gonna call things.
We're kind of sort of. And it may bring up some controversy.
But he'll shortly derail with the kids playing at the river yesterday, PJ.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get through this.
There's something to look forward to.
But I had to have a portion where somebody said, oh, we actually talked about some bees tonight, and not whatever y'all do on this channel. That's not scripted.
Lord, no, it ain't scripted.
Except for tonight. We got one. Sort of, kind of.
That's suggested bullet points. That ain't no script.
It's more questions.
You're disturbing Jasper with your mean tone of voice.
Redfish, to start off with that, 100%. At first, when I first started watching it, the video, the guy, the scientist guy, or whatever he is, he emphasized on evolution, just kind of back to back to back to back. But I overlooked it, and every time he said it, and I just thought, well, I mean, we can disagree on it, which I am on the evolutionary part, because if what you're saying and we're just starting to figure things out, then this is a process that the good Lord has put in the motion and a lot of this that we're just now starting to figure out the last, we'll say, 100 years on things, and especially, I'm assuming on this topic here, within the last 30 to 40 years, I reckon, is what I'm kind of take out of it from what I was gathering. But I would just replace, no, God put this in line every time he said evolution. But well worth going to listen to. It's interesting. But once again, you just kind of have to roll on by that part of evolution if you are a believer, kind of thing. But the video was about polyandry, and we're all adults here, so we know what the word means. But there's somebody out there that may not, just in case. A basic meaning, what I got out of it, and kind of the same definition, but either a male or female having multiple partners, but we're getting into the beekeeping portion kind of thing. And I guess that's where it falls in between the queen bee and the mating process, that there's multiple drones. And as he was getting into it, some of the things he was talking, it was kind of weird because he talked a little bit. Mr. Bob Benny would ask a question, and I'm sitting here going, well, then thank goodness Mr. Bob Benny's just kind of lining the same things out. But it was talking about while she's on her mate flight, whenever she comes back, and I'm just going to keep this my super simple version, but they was kind of getting into genetics of how each drone may carry a heavier genetic of a bee, and a queen bee can, mate with the dude kept using an example anywhere from 10 to 20, but later on he discusses that through some science and AI, artificial insemination, that it can be upwards of 30 to 60 for what they was doing in a controlled environment. But as each drone mated with the queen, was there like a layer of, was there a layer of sperm that it laid out with that queen each single time? And according to the guy, in earlier beliefs, that they kind of thought it would be, but then as the science, I guess, they're digging into it more, they're kind of leaning way more on the fence of it's a mixture type thing. But Bob Benny question kind of was leading to, does she bank that, and does it kind of line up? And as she's laying eggs from that one particular drone, whenever that goes away, you have another line of it. And do you pick up them genetics through that way? But the way science is believing now, it's just a mixture. So whenever she lays her egg, you may get a small genetic from one. She lays a different egg, you may get a small genetic, or you'll get the genetic from another drone, and on down the line. Randomly getting them after that. And one of the other questions that come to my mind that Mr. Bob Benny had mentioned was like on the genetic end of it, would you get the same genetic in that process? But since they have come to the conclusion of it being a mixture, then you're not going to get that same genetic back to back to back. You're just going to get them different ones. Or does it change midway through that queen's life. Like she may lay, we'll just say for instance, she may lay gentle bunches for 6 months. And then after 6 months, if it was layered, then would the genetic change into gentle propolis collectors into maybe a kind of an aggressive nectar collectors more, and just you have that rotation of going on in the genetic. I'm trying to figure out ways I can put this, keep it all civilized in a way, but
Yeah, country roads. You can't know what drone genetic you're grafting from unless you're artificially inseminated.
yep. And that's a little piece I got for on my backpack.
No, you got double page notes.
I got a full page and a front part, what I was writing down just for notes for myself, but just kind of something to run by y'all. But it was interesting the way he was breaking it down of, he was talking all the science, but in my brain was each time she lays that an egg, one singular egg and one cell, then you're getting one genetic of bee that outperformed in a certain way. All right. Just say you got, like I was telling you, you got 10 genetics. One of them being a great nectar collector, the other one being great at collecting propolis, the other one's be great at pollination, the other one's great at defense, and all that. So you got this variety of genetics, but yet the same coming from the mother, and how all those small little genetics in that one bee yet takes care of the whole colony as a whole. Because everybody's got their own specialized little job, like far as what their genetics they know. And they go out and they're good at every single thing they do with that little speck of genetic that they carry between the mother and the drones. And then it got into, he did ask about grafting. So grafting a queen bee naturally, will you get the genetic that you want? And the way he kind of explained it was, no, just say, like you're going to these VSH queens or VH, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Those queens, whenever they swarm, okay, you say you got a good genetic for the mites. All right. This queen was grafted with that genetic that you've seen. She come out of her mother's bunch. You grafted that queen. But yeah, if you let her go out naturally to mate, then you can't control the genetic any longer.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she come from her mama, that was a good line of, picking mites off or unaliving the mites, going out and dumping them, whatever the case may be. But whenever she goes out and mates with 30, 40 drones, then you have that itty bitty piece of genetic, once again, coming in from each bloodline of the drone. Whether it's a little more of a spicy hive or, once again, nectar collecting and so on and so forth on down the line. But the only way you could completely, without inbreeding, keep a genetic close would be to do artificial insemination. And the test that they done in and on it was they took hand-picked drones that they had, and they would artificially inseminate her with just that one drone is what it was coming down to. But granted, she wasn't getting a lot of reproduction, I guess, because it was just coming from one drone. And it got me to thinking, well, is that why sometimes it's just me and mine, but you buy some of these breeder queens that are bred for, we'll stay on the M's for a minute, but why so quick they'll turn in a year or so, where, she may have a great laying pattern for a good season, rocking and rolling. Then the next year or so, you just start seeing that backslide of, okay, your pattern's not looking that good, anything like that, because you're letting her just only be a part with that one drone instead of by nature, undoubtedly, what they figured out that it's best if she has up to 30 or 40 interactions. And that way you have a good laying queen. If that good laying queen has up to 30 to 40 interactions, then she's just going to be rocking and rolling when it comes time to laying her brood up. You'll have sheets of it everywhere, and she'll maintain for 2 to 3, depending on some of you. We're kind of part of the bunch of, look, if that queen's doing good and they ain't swarmed out, I'm not going to unalive her. Just you keep on going. Now, if she starts going foul, well, yeah, okay, it's time to do her in. But I understand the portion of people trying to prevent swarming and things like that. Why a lot of people do it yearly, will switch their queens out. But there's somebody like us, if you're performing and you got buku eggs laid up in there doing what you're supposed to, sister, hey, keep on.
Figured she ain't doing what she's supposed to. They're going to replace me anyway.
Yeah, eventually. Then they got into the downsides of, because they was talking about, well, if you can hold that one genetic, then would inbreeding become a problem? And he goes into a big old spiel about, yeah, here's the big downside of trying to keep one genetic versus multiple genetics. Say you have a drone comes from a bunch that is very well kept as far as the grooming and keeping the mites off the other bees, that their main focus will be to do nothing but pretty much try to stay home and keep everybody cleaned up from mites instead of good foraging on whatever it may be, anywhere from nectar to water to pollen to propolis to everything else that they're out going foraging for.
DJ said he lets a lot of his queens ride that entire marriage.
That's it. Let them get back. Yeah, y'all go check it out. I probably made things real confusing for the ones of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, but it is pretty interesting to watch. The video's a year or two old, but very good points in there. Stuff to kind of get your brain going. Like, well, I've never looked at genetics like that. Not just singling in on one particular genetic, but how each step of it goes and how it goes up the hierarchy, if you will. And even though there's a little bit of difference, they're all together in that one unit and able to maintain as a whole because they're trying to look after the health of the colony versus individualizing themselves and their well-being. But Like I said, go check it out. If you ain't seen it, pretty interesting. Any of y'all thinking on that end and you got some questions, have you ever had it run through your head? Well, hey,
No joke, Larimore. I honestly think he's trying to push me into my chair so he can sit where he's supposed to sit. Because usually he's right in the middle. Like he sits on the left arm of my chair and lays down across both of our chairs. So he's right in the middle of us, and he don't like being on the side for whatever reason. Dude, killing me.
he's full.
Mm,
You done it to him.
well, he's cute. Can't help. You can't blame me. I was sick when Jesus sent him here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You gotta admit he cares about me. Right?
he does.
He even helps me get out the chair.
He does. I don't know if I've ever told that story, but I would just aggravate him. And one day it hit me. But he'd sit at our chairs, and whenever either one of us get up, he jumps up and he'll just stand there for a minute. So whenever he started doing that, I would just kind of, any of y'all's got an old dog, I just grabbed the back of his hair on his back and just kind of shake that loose skin around. Yeah. And he'll reach around and grab my arm and chew on me for a second, this and that. Then I started doing it every single time that I got up, but eventually I would start pushing on him. And I'd make him stand there and hold my weight as I was pushing up, just aggravating him. But eventually, I guess it kind of worked out where now when Hannah goes to stand up and having a little bit of trouble, old Jasper standing there, he'll stand on up. She's able to reach down and push off of him. He won't move.
Oh, my body.
He's,
You're good on dog.
he's like old Yeller.
That's why I put up with him sitting on me.
Well, I guess we'll derail. We've been through our talk about bees. Somebody else's video.
PJ's held it in so well. I did. I split my chicken biscuit with him this morning, Larry. It's probably why he's farting all over me.
She's gonna save that dog. We go out to eat, get a hamburger or breakfast or whatever. She's gonna save him a piece whenever we come in. Set her purse down, go straight in there to where Jasper's at. Close the door so nobody else sees.
He watches the house all day.
Yeah.
He
deserves that, huh? And she'll.
He'd be disappointed if I didn't bring him something. But I mean, 90% of the time, I don't finish like a whole meal. If we order like a burger and fries, I ain't gonna eat all of it. So instead of throwing it away, why not? If we paid for it anyway, why not give it to Jess?
She could eat that last bite.
But not the fries.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't eat all the fries. See, Larimore does it too. He loves his dogs.
Well, I like my dog too.
But Tim ain't saving him nothing off his plate.
Shoot, no. That's my sausage biscuit, y'all. Hey, I will say, one of them old yard cats, well, it's a yard cat now, that old black and white one y'all see jump up here from time to time.
Child cat.
For a long time, they was inside cats and wanted nothing to do with outside. For some reason this year, they wanted out.
Switch flip.
So, hey, all right, good.
Mm-hmm.
Go your butts out. Well, he's been stalking squirrels these last several months, thinking he wants a part of that, and he ain't never got his hands on a squirrel.
That thing ain't never had his hands on nothing more vicious than one of them little balls with a bell in it.
Well, Hannah come busting through the door yesterday morning before we went to, was it yesterday morning?
I think so.
Yeah, we was getting ready to go to the river, waiting on her sister and them youngins. We getting everything together, and buddy, Hannah come busting through the door, laughing her tail off, and she said, "Todd got him a squirrel."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, fine."
Then he turned loose to that thing. Oh, I wish I could have got that on camera. That was the funniest thing I've seen in forever. Oh, he come alive.
She said the look of shock on his face whenever that squirrel turned around and started whipping him behind.
And then he literally threw both of his arms straight up in the air, letting go of that squirrel. I ain't never seen something like that. I have laughed at that cat. My gosh, I laughed at that cat. It took him like 10 minutes to get his wits back. He's just sitting there like he didn't even know what happened. No, it was hilarious. I wish I could have got it on camera.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. So I don't know if he'll be after the squirrel as much
I
anymore
doubt
after
it.
that whipping he got yesterday.
I doubt it.
Then, like I said, we was waiting on them kids, and we went on down to the river, got everything set up, and I've been telling them youngins, everybody's back in school now, but tell them, look, y'all did some work around here for us, got you a little bit of money out of it, but a little better payment. We're gonna take y'all to the river, and
Jeez.
we let Jasper get up there and get settled for a 30-second time. There he goes. You good?
Just like pushing me a little bit further every time.
But Uncle Tim was gonna make the river day as fun as we could make it. Well,
He did good.
I got the mini bike going again. Took me about an hour, but finally got that puppy back on the road. So we hooked the trailer up, loaded the mini bike up, took it down there, then got all the little rafts and stuff together. Her sister said, "I'll text you whenever we get to the gate because we don't know how to get back there. We'll follow y'all back in there." I'm like, all right. So I told old Handy Boo, I said, look, when they get there to the gate, me and you can jump on that mini bike, mosey on down to the gate, and I'll lock it for them.
I couldn't believe that thing and took both of us.
Oh, hey, it did good.
Mm-hmm.
A little uncomfortable, but we got it.
We couldn't ride all day like
No.
that. It was fun though.
We loaded on up, moseyed on down there, got to the gate, and
Ollie immediately, Handy Boo, will you switch with me? Will you switch with me? Absolutely, I'll switch with you, buddy.
well, him and his little brother had the chance to get a dirt bike about a month ago. Well, they turned it down because they wanted something to play for video games or something.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what it was. But anyhow, a grandparent offered to buy them a little old dirt bike big enough for kids to start learning on. No, didn't want no part of that. Well, they seen us riding up on that mini bike. Then old Ollie screaming out the window, I want to ride, I want to ride. Well, all right, come on, switch with Handy Boo and you can ride back with me on the way down there. And the whole time he's screaming in my ear, this is so much fun. It's just having him a good old time. Well, it is. I got on them whenever I found out. I was like, what's wrong with y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all didn't want a dirt bike? Man, y'all crazy. Well, Uncle Tim,
Grayson said I took a dirt bike with no hesitation.
no doubt. Yes, sir.
Mm.
And so Ollie, he's having the time of his life because that's the first time I've ever been on a dirt bike or whatever, any kind of motorcycle, I guess. But we're riding down through the trails and he's screaming in my ear how much fun this is. And I said, well, y'all could have had one, but y'all turned it down. Well, Uncle Tim, I didn't think it was going to be this much fun. Well, put them computers down And y'all come on, and Uncle Tim will show y'all what fun is out in the woods. Shit, we get dirt bikes, 4-wheelers. You're not quite big enough for lead dispensers yet, but when we get there, we'll get there. But
Tim would too, PJ.
mm-hmm. Yeah, guess how. I mean, I don't know. I guess a lot of these newer generation kids, they stay inside. Which, I mean, they to their benefit, they are active whenever they get home from school. They go out and they'll play them a game of football or basketball against each other. But I guess in general, a lot of the kids nowadays is just tick, 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 tick. And you don't get them out in the world, then they ain't going to know about the other fun that we used to have prior to.
They live in a neighborhood. It's not like they can ride 4-wheelers and all that.
We got 20 acres. 3 of it is ours.
Yeah.
We have access to just to turn them loose. We ever get a little bit extra running money,
Jay.
I may get them a go-kart to see how that goes, but that'll be something we keep at Grandma's old place, and y'all have to go up there and ride it. But anyway, they all got back down there, and the 2 girls, I thought we could carry them down there before, but undoubtedly it was just
Ollie and John's kids.
Yeah. So, buddy, them youngins, they seen that river, the ones that had never been down there, and they fell in love with it. Oh, I didn't know about this, and just carried on. And so we went and drug out the old kayaks, had 3 or 4 kayaks out there, and
that was the funniest game of Battleship I've ever watched in my life.
oh, if they rode around in them kayaks for 30 minutes, they done it all day, pretty much yesterday. They never let up in them things.
They long flipping each other out and like playing bumper cars with the kayaks. I'm going, good grief, it's a good thing the river was down to 3 feet of water flowing. But boy, they had them a good time. That's when they was telling us, Handy Boo, let's make our beach days river days next summer. I was like, yeah, I think we can talk Uncle Tim into that.
Oh, we can do that, for sure. I got my first dirt bike when I was about, Mom and Daddy wouldn't buy me one. But my bartering skills at a young age come in handy. I traded a boy a trampoline that I bought with my money as a kid. I was about 9 or 10. And it was like, well, we're not going to buy you one, but if you want to trade your trampoline for something that ain't going to run, whatever. They was trying to talk me out of what they were doing, but I made the trade. Well, I ended up with a little Honda 8. I had no idea what I was doing working on that thing, 9, 10 years old, but I got it running. And that baby would move for everything that I wanted it to do. And me and my old buddy Jason, we went riding one day, and like I said, it was my first real experience of my own dirt bike. Hadn't been riding very long at all. But anyway, little Honda 80, clutch, everything. Off me and my buddy go riding through the woods and some trails. Well, he knew a spot where we could go ramp over some hills. And we went riding along down through there, and the first trip went over them kind of slow, trying to figure out what I was doing in the terrain. So we turned around, we go back up the hill, and we're going to go ride down and begin. Well, this time, I'm going to ramp me a hill. Buddy, here I come flying on that little Honda 80 down that hill, and the big one that I remember I wanted to hit, I'm coming up on it. Got me some speed, wide open, best as I could do. Hit that joker, got some air like an idiot. I thought I had grabbed my clutch, but I grabbed my front brake. And when I hit that ground, that front brake caught those mud tires on that doggone little Honda 80. And end over end, I went boom, 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 boom. Broke my throttle cable, busted a whole bunch of junk on it. We ended up having to push that thing back to Jason's house, which is about a mile and a half, 2 miles from where we were. But thank the Lord I had my helmet on because that's the first thing that hit. I remember that impact very well.
Mm-hmm.
Then I just remember rolling in that old Jap grass and get cut up from one end to the other after sliding through that mess. But
Richard said he can remember when it cost him $0.25 to fill up the tank on his dirt bike.
that would have been my best option. Ride all day long wherever you wanted to. And then some. But
Danae is continuing the crap talking since Blaine came in.
oh, Blaine's in here.
Yeah, he said he's kind of in the background. He's busy, but he's listening to you guys.
Well, let me get up here to Mr. Nate's comments and what she's.
Oh, she told Blaine, I'm so sorry to hear your mail carrier's refusing to pick up your honey.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess when it calls state lines, they're getting it together. But I can't help what happens outside of our little deal. And I was telling folks earlier, thankfully, it's been here a day or two before folks say it's supposed to be here. That's it. Take them old bottles and turn them in. Cha-ching.
Racking up.
Let me get a little bit of gas in here. Maybe a cold drink. Then off we go for the day. We had some good trails around the house as kids.
Grace. He is on the roads.
Oh, whoa, whoa. That young man says, I honestly think everyone except me should be disqualified. He's doing the talking tonight, y'all.
He's fixing the show. Oh, y'all.
Uh-oh. Got a rebuttal from it, too. Mr. Nather. We know you added molasses to yours. Hey, Rick, I don't blame you. Hold on to it, man.
You need to explain your thing. Oh, man.
I'm saying Grayson come in with a stick tonight, poking at all the bears. Bam, 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 yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, don't say nothing while he's holding his winning honey in his hand there. Y'all keep on. We still got about 5 weeks, I guess,
End of September.
for the official.
I can't do that math in my head. It's
No, I ain't got the calendar in front of me, but let's say roughly 5 weeks. Who else? Somebody said that Eric, was it Eric saying he's sending his in?
him and DC, Grayson, Danae, Joey,
Jeremy.
Jeremy. I think Country Road said he was sending.
So,
Why did he?
yep. Oh, Mr. Dan said that. That's time to get the fall crop pulled together.
Danae. Hey, you remember what we had talked about though last year, the extra category we had talked about surprising everybody with a crown, the snack topping winner.
Oh yeah.
Eric was talking about that earlier. He was like, this competition needs one more category, the best snack talker. Like, you know what? We've actually talked about that before.
Well, y'all keep tally during these chats to say, okay, who's been talking the most smack? We can throw in a smack talking category, and y'all can vote on it after the end of the chat. Whenever we get done with the tasting, we can say, okay, who do y'all think has talked us the most smack this season?
Redfish said, I'm going to send y'all some tongue depressors to keep your tongue from slapping your ear.
It's so good, make your tongue slap your eyes out. Grace said, he's killing it tonight.
That means business on this competition.
Grayson, it would be hilarious if we was just surprised, like say catching up on one of Grayson's chats before we get to the youth, and on one of his lives, he's got a huge banner in the back. Winner. That's all I have to say is winner. Put a jar of honey beside it or something. I mean, that would be award winning right there. That would be the ultimate. Gotcha. Minnesota Mike, I was just thinking, I'll run across your video earlier, one of them shorts you made, but it's from 3 weeks back, but it just got to me this evening. But you was out there by the lake, walking around and showing them flowers. What was the name of them pink looking flowers you was showing out? But I tell you what, I'd like to have a spot with them things in it. I have to go back and show you the video, but man, you talk about something pretty out there. The bees was working it a little bit, but what Minnesota Mike was showing, there was a whole bunch of bumblebees out there, and I'm assuming some other native pollinators on it too, but the bumblebees was loving it. But it was a pretty area of flowers that was down there by their lake. Now, I don't know if they'll survive down here in our climate or not, but
I was like, yeah, we live in a very different environment.
it was some pretty stuff. That's it.
Purple loose?
Purple loose.
Purple loose. Okay.
Let me see what he had on this. It was right here. In my history right here. Purple loose stripe is what he got on his the head of it. But any of y'all are interested, go check out Minnesota Mike over there and you can see what I'm talking about. But man, that's some pretty stuff. Especially if you, like I say, have a big area of it.
He said, no, you don't want to. They choked out all the other flowers.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a bummer, but it's some pretty stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
But it was pretty cool actually seeing the lake without no ice on it up there. Because usually whenever the videos we've seen, it's just ice up there in his neck of the woods.
Mm-hmm. Already?
No, not yet. But thinking back, that video was 3 weeks old, and in the mix of all that, the goldenrod was in full bloom.
Really?
Yeah, there was a little bit of goldenrod mixed in with that stuff, but I mean, it was just pretty as it could be up there too. So, like I say, probably in the next, I don't know, a few month and a half, we ought to start seeing at least signs of it down here.
You see Keith's question?
No, ma'am. Mm-mm.
They said when the girls are bringing in nectar, if you were to go in and apply cinnamon to the frame, do you think they'd clean it out or cap it, and would it make cinnamon honey?
I don't know. I don't know if they touch it because if I remember right, when we first started, whenever the sugar ants was giving us bits,
Mm-hmm.
and we went by a method, somebody saying put cinnamon on that inner cover to keep them out. I don't, I'm not saying they won't, but I don't recall ever seeing the bees fooling with it, I guess. I mean, they very well could, but I don't recall on if they fooled with it.
Eric said my honey might not win, but it won't be because I didn't talk enough smack.
And that's the way that you're on the road already.
I don't know, girl. The way his digestive system is, he might not need nothing like that for a little bit.
The country road got a lot of stuff blooming up there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What is that? Rollwort, early goldenrod, rough stem goldenrod, Joe pieweed, ironweed, and wing stem blooming here. I have no idea. I don't see how they're getting anything around here. I don't see anything blooming. The only thing that I can come close to is we finally got some rain 3/4 mile down the road where the cotton field is. I don't know if they're pulling off that or if there's just enough honeydew from the aphids left or what, but uh, I did put out a bucket open feed, just kind of test the waters, and there wasn't a bee one around it. Even the yellow jackets wasn't fooling with it. So undoubtedly, there's still some sweetness out there that they're pulling off of that I have no idea what in the world they could be getting. Hey, Danae, they loved it whenever y'all sent them non-bribes that one year. We kind of had to ration them out. Them little snacks you sent for old Jasper. If he could have ate that whole bag in one sitting, he'd have sure done it. Mm, y'all bear with me. Mosey into y'all's comments here. Uh, yes, Country Road, because you in Virginia, ain't you? I was looking at yours saying about I'm assuming the goldenrod bloomed out up there, Fort Keith Spillman. Eric, I think this year what we're probably going to do, in which every year that we've had it, because this is for anybody that's new, the unofficial official honey tasting was brought up by y'all. I forget exactly who started the whole thing with it going off, but uh, somebody had mentioned it, and was like, "Hey, if y'all want to do a honey tasting, yeah, we'll do a honey tasting." It just took off after that. But each year, whoever does the judging, and usually it's Mr. Donnie on the runny honey, and we do the same with anybody that sends cream honey in, like we did with the kids last year. But whoever the winner is, Mr. Donnie gets that honey. And I know there's some of you out there that God love y'all and He appreciates it. And but uh, they'll send a little extra for like Mr. Donnie in a box or something. So we'll hold back whatever extra that y'all send, because I think Mr. Randy sent a little bit extra to Mr. Donnie last year, I think it was. Lee done it a couple times. But whoever the winner is, Mr. Donnie gets to take that honey on home and whatever's been sent to him. So I think this year, what we have left, what we'll probably do is do a giveaway. And we'll just, whoever's in the contest, however many honeys you sent, we'll put the names in the hat, and maybe twice a month we'll do a giveaway, pull a name out of a hat and go, okay, we'll just say Keith Spillman, or whoever's, boom, see if we can get Lee in here or something like that to do the old wheel. And I don't know, we'll put whoever's name it is in there, hashtag whoever, and let the wheel pick and kind of disperse the honey out to y'all that way. So you'll have a chance of getting what's sent in. So I think we're going to try that this year on what's been sent in, I guess what I'm saying. That way we can do a little bit of giveaway, then get a chance for y'all to try each other's honey. So what we may do is, I don't know how we do this, but say for the ones of y'all in the North Country, if there's enough, we'll send y'all somebody's honey from the South. Then the same thing, if somebody in the South wins, we'll send y'all a honey from the North. That way you won't have a chance of kind of getting on to what you usually get. You'll be able to get a different taste and variety of what's going on. Oh, that's up to you, Eric. I ain't saying, yeah. I was just mentioning, like, far as Mr. Donnie, a lot of y'all just email us whenever we talk to y'all on the phone. A lot of y'all enjoy talking to Mr. Donnie whenever we get him on here at that time of the year. And everybody that has the opportunity to see him on the streams, y'all know how much that man loves honey. So some of y'all will send him, like one of these little 12-ounce bottles or something like that. But if that's something you want to do, we will make sure it gets to him by all means. But don't feel like you have to by any means. Well, there you go. Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. I was about to reply to a question that I didn't see the full answer to there. Well, Grayson, I don't see why you couldn't do the judging. The only hiccup it is if you ever done the judging, the rules will be the same. You won't know whose honey is whose, or be able to try it until that night. That way we keep it fair for everybody. So even if you did come across yours, you still wouldn't know. And I tried to get Mr. Donnie one year. We have gotten a little bitty bit year before last. We had in a couple jars, and we figured he was going to know exactly where that come from, and we saved it for the last one, which we disqualified ourselves afterwards. But I thought he was going to hit all over that, knowing what we usually have around here, because we keep him well stocked in honey. He says our honey is his biscuit and breakfast honey. He'll go buy some from the old Piggly Wiggly that somebody local has, and he says that's what he puts in his coffee or what have you. But he says, I always save y'all's from the biscuits every morning. So Mike said, you have to fill out an application to be a judge. Hey, we can do it, especially when we all get together. Try to figure out that way you kind of have a panel of judges, and we can crank the numbers up a little bit more as far as the judge numbers. I know the last couple of years, whenever we did 1 through 10, buddy, it'd be so doggone close. And I think last year, Matt and Alicia, they had sent 3 of them in, I believe, and they ended up tying for on one of their own. And Mr. Donnie didn't have no idea whose they was, because we'll mark them with the numbers, and Hannah's got it wrote down in a book beside her over there. And go from there. But it would be pretty cool if we could get some folks together for a weekend and get a little of a small panel up and just have a heyday of it. All right, Larry Moore, take care of yourself, man. The hardest thing about getting the judges, though, is getting people that will commit to, okay, look, you're going to be on camera. And usually whenever you kind of throw the YouTube and the camera situation in there, there's some, we'll make crawfish. If we get a panel, we'll make some crawfish etouffee. Y'all get over this way and make a meal of it and do the judging. But Annie Boo said, come on today. Y'all load up. But yeah, maybe next year or two we can work it out. We'll try that, see if we can get some of these folks that are pretty close, make it worth their time and all that, to come over and spend a day or two and do the U that Saturday night or something, and had to give everybody time to kind of get home and not be too far away. Hey, Bucks, good to see you, man. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Grayson. I like it. Especially we get some folks to commit. Just say, for instance, y'all ain't but 2.5 hours from us, maybe 3 at the most. Then just say, for instance, get Lee somebody. I know how to bribe Lee on over here. Tell him, look, I got the perfect creek. Tell him I know where the perfect creek is. Bring your canoe, because we was talking about this yesterday, about meeting up in Mississippi over there, going kayaking and the DeSoto National Forest over there. Yeah. Yeah, we got, if you got a camper, we got a spot. Don't worry about that. Power, water, hookup, everything you need. We get you parked right down the road at the church. Hey, we'll sure make a pot of it. She can make a mean pot of etouffee. We tinkered around with a couple, well, she did, but tinkered around with a couple of different recipes, and well, we started throwing a block of cream cheese in it.
No, that's the crawfish concoction.
Oh,
The etouffee is like peppers and onions, and crawfish and root.
oh, I thought you threw that cream cheese in it. But either or, we can make the etouffee, or Lee can tell you all about the crawfish concoction she made. But that's got
Velveeta, cream cheese, rotel, and ground deer meat.
oh yeah, that was good. The old concoction. I don't know if y'all heard her, but like I said, it's a Velveeta in there, the cream cheese. Usually we put some deer meat in it, onion, bell peppers, some rotel,
And crawfish.
and a bunch of crawfish. That way, you get multiple crawfish every bite. It ain't one of them going to a restaurant. You get one per bite. No, you get a mouth of full of them.
Sounds like Jasper beer. I like it.
Oh, it's a fine meal. Did we make a crawfish video? How to make it etouffee?
Too bad, but we did get crawfish. Lee heard us talking about it.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Oh, yeah. In a small can. It's in a like half the size of a regular can of corn, but what they call it, white corn, something like that. Kind of looks more like a silver queen, I guess. But it's a good sweet corn she puts in there. But yeah, Lee, we was throwing out ideas. Grayson had the idea of having a panel of judges for the youth, and was saying if we could get a couple folks come together, maybe next year or two, do a panel of judges for the youth. And like we had example of naturally Mr. Donnie being one of them, just say Grayson and his mom and them, daddy could get over here with him. Then, Con, you went over here just telling you, look, we got a fine creek we can go kayaking in. Pretty sure we could get Leon over with that, no problem.
I figured Lee comes just for crawfish.
Then it turned into, we was talking about the crawfish concoction that Hannah built for you whenever you came by to visit a couple years ago. But Lee did try that, so he can vouch on getting your belly full on. Uh,
Hmm.
I'll go back and I'll see if I can find that video that we did on the crawfish, and I'll make a post and put the link in on the post. Any of y'all interested in it? But you might have to scroll down quite the ways
Didn't you
before you
make a
get to it.
playlist cooking videos?
I don't think I made a playlist.
I thought you separated.
I may have, but I can't remember if I did. Y'all check our playlist, but I don't know if I did or not on the grub.
But we named it crawfish, so like the title of the video since crawfish something or other. They hard to find.
No, Eric, the only place that the only place we got any social media is YouTube and the Book of Faces. We ain't posted anything on Book of Faces as far as the cooking videos. Any videos on any of the cooking she's done should be on our YouTube page, but like I say, you may have to scroll quite the distance to run up on them. Bucks, we still got y'all in our prayers, brother.
Redfish sent us off to the house on Dolphin Island next year in October. So you probably get a way better rate going in October.
Oh, it'd be better. That's the best time of year if any of y'all ever want to get on the beaches. Come down here about October, so.
It's still warm enough. You can go hit the beach, but you won't be sweating.
Oh, it'll be just right.
Ain't nobody but locals there in October and November.
Mm-hmm.
Then after the holidays, when all the snowbirds really flood in for the rest of the winter time.
Okay. Any of y'all, look, here's a helpful little hint. Any of y'all that may travel to Dolphin Island, or if you plan on going back Dolphin Island, get you a wagon. You'll need this. That way you can get your drinks and your whatnot behind you. But instead of going to the public beach, I'm going to give y'all a little hint of advice. Don't go to the public beach. Go to the bird sanctuary. Because that road comes to a T.
You're seriously going to put the locals hideout spot?
Well, there's only 23 of them in here that'll find out. Whenever you get on Dolphin Island, you get to the end of the bridge right there into town, which ain't much of a town, it's an island. But you can either take a left toward the public beach, take a right toward the public beach, or take a left. Take the left. And you can see it right up the road about 50 yards from taking that left, and there's a bird sanctuary. And you park right there, and you walk the bird sanctuary to the beach. If you go there, there ain't a soul around for the most part, because everybody wants to go down that public beach because it's just right there. But if you get you a wagon, load all your snacks and drinks and what have yous on that wagon, and you got to walk through the woods a little bit, but it ain't too terribly bad. But you go through a pine thicket, then before you know it, all of a sudden the pine thicket ends,
and you're on the beach.
And you're right there on the beach.
Don't want you telling Secret Bama's secret spot. Some of the locals are kind of protective over them spots. We get invaded too many months out of the year now.
Yeah, but the only real piece of advice I can give you going through that bird sanctuary is don't swim in the pond. Because about halfway through it, there's probably about a 2-acre pond there, and there's a few gators in the pond, so you may not want to dip your toes in right there. But keep going another 150 yards, You'll be outside the wood line right there, and like I said, right on top of the beach.
And it's perfect. Nobody's ever there.
Oh yeah, we'll take you out to some of the. If any of y'all ever get down here, seriously, holler at us, and we'll meet up with y'all and take y'all to the local places to where there ain't as unless you just like us. We don't like the big crowds, so we can see pretty much the same thing without all the crowds. That's where we like to be, and we know several of those little old hidey holes, if you will, secret spots that
We can enjoy it.
yeah, you ain't got to worry about the hoodlums. Oh yeah, Eric, we've talked with Mr. Ed and get back over there because we want to get back over there and uh, we went and seen Lee 2 years ago, I think it was. We done the live over there at Lee's in the space station that he's got, and our plans were to visit with Lee, do the live over there, and on our way back, we was gonna stop and see Mike Berry for a few minutes because the way he talked, he was right off the interstate, and try to make some time to see Mr. Ed. You know, that we weren't going to be able to stay too long to visit with him, but 30 minutes an hour, shake hands, holler at each other. But that day, whenever we went to leave Lee's, there was a bad storm front coming in, and we had to put it in the wind, if you will, to stay ahead of that storm. And by the time we got home, it was some sure enough bad weather when it got here to us. But unfortunately, we wasn't able to visit with Mike or Mr. Ed, but we do plan on going back, Lord willing, and seeing the both of them and going back over there and spending some time with Lee and Miss Renee. Joey come out and visited with us a little bit over there at Lee's that day. We about made a day of it over there for the most part.
That's your dad said he brings Scrabble.
Hey, there's plenty to do, especially if y'all. Here's another little secret I'll tell y'all. If y'all get y'all into a beach house or a condo and it's right on the beach, come in the off season. That way everything is cheaper. It's still plenty warm enough down here for you to enjoy yourself. Because even like when Mr. Russell Koopman and Miss Sharon, they come down here usually about February, and they'll have, I don't know, 2 to 3 days of their week down at Gulf Shores. You have some nice warm days where you can get out and you're not freezing by any means and enjoy the coast a little bit and walk around, check things out. But now that 1 year they did bring the record snow with them. Oh, I hear you, Redfish. Yeah, man. Next time y'all get down here, holler at us, bro. We'll Well, Redfish said we always rented the second house on the left. It's beautiful. So they go deep sea fishing, catch redfish, but the limit is 2 per person. Yeah, they kind of finicky on those redfish. They was going to try to cut out snapper season 1 year altogether, and people threw a fit. And they ended up making that just a 1 or 2 limit that year. And ever since then, they've been real shy. No, never had scrapple. Well, y'all get down here. We'll introduce y'all to Kaneka sausage. Then you'll say, where can I get a case of this at before I head back home? Or shoot, you might be able to order some. I don't know if they can. I don't see why they couldn't send it to you, but y'all check out Kaneka. You talk about putting a jambalaya or a etouffee or lima. Yes, lima beans is good. Made gravy. Or we do our camp beans in it. Baked beans, everything else. She's coming on like bubble from Forrest Gump over here. But oh yeah, it's good. Plenty of flavor. But we on a 2-hour mark. The time done flew by tonight. I was thinking we're rocking on another 30 minutes or so. But we didn't get into food and everything else. But yeah, like I say, any of y'all get down here, y'all holler at us. We will do our absolute best to meet with you and mosey around a little bit. By the way, the crow flies, we're from Dolphin Island, we're about 80 miles. It takes about an hour and a half to get to Dolphin Island. Gulf Shores, depending on the traffic, is anywhere between 2.5 hours to get down to Gulf Shores for us. I mean, not in off season, but 2 hours in the off season. No, 2 hours. That's why you don't go to interstate. You'll get stuck on that interstate. Take the back roads and get down there a lot quicker. Yeah, that's bad whenever it costs more to fill your boat up than it does to go out and actually doggone enjoy being out on it. By the time you get done with your gas receipt, you're like, let me go think this away. All right, brother. Yeah, holler at us, man. But all right, John. I guess we're going to getting on in the evening. But we appreciate y'all very, very much. Thank you, Miss Ann Feathers. Thank y'all very much on the super chats there. And all you smack talkers for the U.O.H.T. Looking forward to it. We'll be keeping our eye open for everybody's runs this week. But and the main, most important thing, we got all y'all in our prayers. Pray that, the good Lord to be with y'all. With many of you, it's got stuff going on. But till then, God bless you. Lord willing, we'll see you on the next one. Y'all take care.